Hello, my name is Daniel Van Dyke, and today I will be talking to you about science fiction and the cyberpunk genre. You may be asking yourself, what is science fiction? Well, science fiction is a genre of literature and films that deals with various science related topics such as aliens, time travel, superheroes, and the repercussions of these topics. Where did science fiction start? The concept of science fiction dates back many centuries, with literature and stories about traveling to faraway places such as the moon and stuff, and what they thought it would be like. But science fiction, as we know it, dates back over 100 years ago. And the biggest boom for science fiction was around the 50s. You may be asking yourself, what makes science fiction so popular? Science fiction reflects what we see in our real lives, even though it is an exaggerated version of it. Some examples I have is the movie Arrival, which shows fear of the unknown when soldiers attack the aliens, and it shows the lack of communication between people in the scene where all the countries stop talking to each other, stop spreading the information. The episode Nosedive from Black Mirror in the year 2016 show how advancing technology and social media is controlling how we act and live our lives. District 9 showed how we treat people who are different from us and is a metaphor for how apartheid was for almost half of the 20th century. And Ex Machina from 2014 deals with fear of artificial intelligence. Some examples of this in real life is in this interview where Elon Musk talks about how he is afraid of Google AI and how it can affect our lives in such a dangerous way. And for social media, I have a small clip from a video with the former Facebook president talking how it is harmful.
Changes your relationship with society, with each other, with it probably interferes with productivity in weird ways. God only knows what it's doing to our children's brains.
As he said in that clip where he talks about the harmful effects of Facebook, it closely resembles Nosedive, the episode of Black Mirror, where at the end of the episode, her life becomes so bad just because she wanted to be popular on social media, and it affected her brain in such a way to where she was actually put in jail. The subgenre I will be talking about today is cyberpunk. But what is cyberpunk? Science fiction dealing with the future urban societies dominated by computer technology is the official definition. But my thought on it is cyberpunk shows us what the world will be like if we continue down the path that we have taken as society with our advancing technologies and things to that nature. Many of the themes of cyberpunk deal with isolation, fear of technology, morality and ethics, crime, colonialization, what makes us human, and personal freedom/rights. In many of the films and pieces of media I will be talking about today, there's a lot of fear of technology, morality and ethics, crime, and what makes us human. The first two films I'm going to show small clips from and talk about are Blade Runner and Blade Runner 2049. In the first Blade Runner, this is at the end of the movie where the main villain saves the main protagonist, Deckard, because he wanted to become more human. So I'll show a small clip from that.
I've seen things you people wouldn't believe. Attack ships on fire off the shoulder of Orion. I watched C-beams glitter in the dark near the Tannhauser Gate. All those moments will be lost in time. Like tears in rain. Time to die.
In that clip, he talks about how he's seen things that humans would never understand. And in that case, makes him even more human. And he has more humanity. Which is a nice contrast to the sequel, Blade Runner 2049, where the main character, he doesn't want to be human, even though they are both the same kind of fake humans or replicants. I'll show a small clip from that as well.
I know it's real. I know it's real.
As you can see in that clip, he is much more upset in finding out the possibility that he may be, in fact, human, which is a stark contrast to how the main villain wanted to be in the previous film. And being human is a very important concept throughout all of cyberpunk, in a way, because it shows why we do the things we do, and how we are perceived by society. The next show I will like to talk about is Psycho-Pass. This show has many themes that involve crime, morality and ethics, personal freedoms and rights, and things to that nature. But what is Psycho-Pass? Well, the show revolves around technology that determines if you're a criminal. It scans your brain, and if you are flagged as a criminal, even if you've done nothing wrong, you will be put under arrest, or in some cases, even killed. There's a lot of similarities in this show to the Patriot Act in the United States, where it helps with it allows the government to have a lot of more extra liberties when it comes to surveillance. I'll show a small clip from that.
Nobuo Okura. A street scanner flagged him during a Q check. He was ordered by a security drone to receive therapy, but he panicked and ran. His recorded Psycho-Pass was forest green, so we can expect his aggression and compulsion to be high.
Why would somebody choose to let their hue get so cloudy over receiving treatment?
There's a strong chance he's using incompatible narcotics. Regardless, he's far enough gone that we don't need to wait for Sybil's judgment. Of course, he had to pick an abolition block to hide out in.
In that scene, it shows a seemingly innocent man who, just because a computer scanned him, it showed that he has the possibility to become a criminal, and thus makes him a criminal, which breaks many morality and ethics, where they want a safer society, so they give up their personal freedoms in order to stay safe, just like the Patriot Act in the United States. The last show I want to talk about is a show called Altered Carbon. It's on Netflix right now, and in this scene, I don't have a video, but in this scene, it's a protest similar to ones of Planned Parenthood about resleeving. And what's resleeving is, it gives you, essentially, your consciousness is uploaded to a disk, and you can be put into any body at any time. And these people think it is immoral to basically have eternal life. So as he was leaving the place where he was resleeved, they are yelling and screaming at him, which goes back to both what makes us human and the morality and ethics behind that. Because if our human bodies aren't what makes us human, is it our consciousness? And if our consciousness is, say, uploaded to a computer, would that make us human, even though we have no physical body? All these pieces of cyberpunk are connected. Many of them, if not all, have stoic noir type protagonists who are don't show many emotions, and they are a product of their environment in the dystopian societies which they take place. And a lot of American cyberpunk stories, it involves wealth inequality. For example, in Altered Carbon, the very wealthiest person in the world, his consciousness is uploaded to a satellite every hour, which grants him full immortality, just because he has the means to do it. But you may be asking yourself, why is cyberpunk important? Cyberpunk is a warning to contemporary society that if we allow our rights to be violated and technology advances to a certain point, the world will turn into a bad place where no one will want to live. And that is the end of my video. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.